Picture this, a bustling street in the heart of the city. Cars zoom by, their engines growling, while people rush in every direction, their faces locked in concentration, absorbed in their own thoughts. The world seems chaotic, like a million disconnected pieces, each person isolated by their own struggles. But in the middle of all this, there's a man. He's a single father dressed in worn-out clothes, his face weathered by years of struggle. His hands tremble slightly as he counts the last of his money. Just $1. $1 left in his wallet, the only thing he has for the week. He's been juggling work, bills, and parenting on his own, and life has been anything but kind. Then, as he walks past a woman sitting on the sidewalk, something catches his eye. She's holding a child, a little girl with tear-streaked cheeks and clothes that look too small, too worn. The woman looks at the father with tired eyes that have seen too much hardship, too many struggles. She doesn't ask for help. She doesn't need to. Without thinking, the father reaches into his pocket, takes out his last dollar and hands it to her. "It's all I have," he says quietly, his voice filled with a sincerity that's almost palpable. The woman looks at the dollar, then at him, her face a mixture of disbelief and deep gratitude. She doesn't know how to respond, but she clutches the dollar tightly, as though it's not just money, but a lifeline. What happens next will astound you. A simple, seemingly insignificant act of kindness sets off a chain of events that none of them could have predicted. In today's fast-paced world, where we're constantly bombarded with demands, expectations, and deadlines, kindness can sometimes feel like a luxury, something we just don't have time for. But what if I told you that kindness isn't just a fleeting moment? What if it's the key to unlocking a better world? Think about it. In every corner of life, whether it's in the workplace, in schools, or in our personal relationships, acts of kindness hold more power than we often realize. The truth is, kindness is the foundation upon which communities are built. It connects us, strengthens bonds, and fosters a sense of belonging. Now, let's talk about the science behind it. When we act selflessly, our brains release chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These feel-good chemicals don't just make us feel better, they boost our mood, reduce stress, and even help with healing. In fact, studies show that when we help others, we also feel less anxiety and more satisfaction. Kindness isn't just a nice thing to do, it's a biological imperative. It's embedded in us. Helping others makes us healthier, happier, and more connected. And the best part? It's a universal language that transcends race, age, and social status. But here's the real magic. The ripple effect. When one person performs an act of kindness, it doesn't just stop with them. That act has the power to spread, creating ripples that reach far beyond what anyone could ever imagine. Think about it. This single father, in his moment of selflessness, not only helped a mother and child in need, but he also sparked something far greater. The woman, moved by his generosity, decides to pass it on. She uses that dollar not just to buy food, but to purchase a few essentials for someone else in her community who's struggling. The act doesn't stop there. She tells her story and someone else hears it. They feel inspired and decide to do something kind for someone else. This is the ripple effect in action. It starts with one person, but it grows, and the kindness spreads in ways that are hard to predict. Let's take it further. A simple tweet, a post on social media, a video of kindness going viral. These are all modern ways the ripple effect has reached millions. We've seen stories of people in desperate need only to have their lives changed because of one person's kindness shared online. That small gesture becomes a movement, and the best part, you never know whose life you'll touch or how far that ripple will go. Life's challenges are unavoidable. Loss, debt, overwhelm, we all face them. It's during these tough times that kindness becomes even more powerful. Let's go back to the single dad. His life hasn't been easy, his paycheck barely covers his bills, and there's always something more to worry about. Yet he doesn't hesitate to help a complete stranger. Why? Because he understands that kindness, even in the smallest form, has the power to change a life, and sometimes it changes our own. There's something about giving when you have nothing left that creates a deeper sense of connection. It's an unspoken bond, a reminder that we are all in this together, and when we help others, it doesn't just change their lives, it strengthens us too. Think about global crises during natural disasters, wars, and pandemics. We've seen extraordinary acts of selflessness. People risk their lives to help others, to provide shelter, food, and comfort. In these moments of darkness, kindness becomes a lifeline. It reminds us that even in the worst of times, humanity has the capacity for greatness. Now, let's shift focus to the future. If we want to build a better world, we need to teach the next generation the power of kindness. Imagine a world where children are taught not just to succeed academically, but to be kind, empathetic, and compassionate. This starts early. Parents, teachers, mentors, they all play a crucial role. Children who see their parents or teachers performing acts of kindness are more likely to do the same. It becomes a learned behavior, and when kindness is modeled consistently, it becomes part of who they are. But teaching kindness isn't just about showing how to behave. It's about making it part of everyday life. When children volunteer, when they help others in their community, they don't just learn to be kind. They become active participants in making the world a better place. And imagine the collective impact if every child, every person, made kindness their norm. What would that world look like? As we look to the future, the world is more interconnected than ever before. Technology and social media give us the power to reach millions in an instant. And this presents an incredible opportunity to spread kindness on a scale we've never seen before. We've already seen the power of kindness going viral. Social media campaigns raise awareness for global causes. Crowdfunding efforts help build homes for families in need, and everyday heroes share their stories, inspiring others to act. The future of selflessness lies in this interconnectedness. With every click, share, and tweet, we can amplify our acts of kindness. We can create movements that transcend borders, that unite us all in our shared humanity. And as we embrace this global community, we must remember one simple truth. Selflessness is a legacy. The kindness we pass on today shapes the world of tomorrow. Each small act creates a brighter future, a world where empathy, compassion, and generosity are the foundations of society. It doesn't take much to make a difference. One small act of kindness can change everything. And that's the beauty of it. Kindness is powerful, not because of how grand it is, but because of the impact it leaves behind. So let's keep the ripple going. Let's choose kindness, not because we have to, but because we can. Let's make this world a little brighter, one selfless act at a time. The world is waiting. Will you be the spark?